it's Pete here, and I'm back for Hand of the Week, and this hand came from the Territory Gold event up in Darwin that I just played in, and boy is this one a wildly distributional hand. Anyway, let's jump straight in. Let's see what actually happened. So here it went 2 spades on my left, which was spades and a minor. My partner doubled and it went pass, and now it's my choice of bid. You have an 8-4 with ace to 8 hearts, void spade, queen 10 fourth diamond. So what do you want to actually do with this hand? I think this is a really interesting bidding problem. I don't have that much experience with dealing with 8-4s after partner makes a takeout double, so I figured I didn't need much to make slam. Ace king of diamonds and the king of hearts, ace of diamonds, ace of clubs, king of hearts, various things like that, and 6 hearts would come home. So I just decided to jump straight to 6 hearts. And this is where the auction actually rested, and we got the diamond lead. Now, it wasn't the dummy that I was expecting either. So here, another interesting bidding problem that my partner had. So after the double and your partner jumps to 6 hearts, what do you want to do? So you obviously don't have a hand that they were expecting for a jump to 6 hearts. But what hand do you think that South has shown with a 6 heart bid is also really interesting. Now I think maybe South could have like ace king jack 10 to 7 hearts and some other card somewhere else as well. In which case Grand Slam could actually be really good. But then again, you might not actually want to play in hearts either. So really interesting bidding problem, and my partner just chose to pass, and I'm glad they didn't raise me to 7 hearts because that is a bad spot, but 7 diamonds is actually a really good contract here. Difficult to find. So anyway, we got a diamond lead, and I had to choose what to do, so I decided to just win the ace to start off with, and I have no diamond losers, no clubs, no spades, so I just have to keep the hearts down to 1 loser. So we've got 9 hearts, so if they split 2-2, I am all okay. If they split 3-1, if it's a singleton jack, it's okay. If West has 3 hearts to the king jack, there's nothing I can do about it, so I don't need to play for that. If West has a singleton heart, that's the real key moment. And if West has a void heart and East has king jack to 4, I'm doomed anyway, so nothing to worry about there. But if West has a singleton heart, there's a couple of different options. So there's singleton king, singleton jack, or singleton small. So East could have king jack 3rd heart, in which case what I have to do is run the queen of hearts at them. Or East could have, say, jack 3rd heart, and I have to play heart to the ace, and then the 10 of hearts. Or if there's a singleton jack of hearts with West, and East has king 3rd, both lines of play will work. So queen to the ace, or running the queen will happen. So basically I have to compare king jack 3rd with the East player, or singleton king with the West. And now there are actually 2 types of king jack 3rds East could have. They could have king jack 7, and they could have king jack 5 of hearts. But there's only 1 type of singleton king that West can have. So it's like 2-to-1 odds that East will actually have king jack 3rd rather than jack 3rd heart. However, that being said, I led the queen of hearts off the table reasonably quickly, and went low. And what I realized is that I should definitely be putting up the ace of hearts here. I'm not worried about a diamond ruff realistically on this hand. The reason that I wanted to play queen of hearts to the ace is putting yourself in the perspective of the other player. If East had king jack 3rd heart, I don't think that they could play a low heart in tempo without considering covering it. Largely because, let's think of other situations where I don't have 8 hearts and being in an 8-1 fit here. Imagine that I've got ace 9 to 7 hearts. If East has king jack 3rd, they have to cover it, because my only play is to run the queen and hope they don't cover. So if East had king jack 3rd, they'd have to consider covering it if I've only got ace 9 to 7 hearts. If I've got ace 10 to 7 hearts without the 9. They should also cover the queen, because I just have to run the queen to try and make it. And if they cover it, I then have to guess whether I try and play for a doubleton jack or a doubleton 9 of hearts. So another consideration there. They don't know that I've got 8 hearts this good. And with king jack third, no matter how good my opponents are, they have to consider whether they have to cover the queen or not. So here I decided that I should go against the odds, because the psychology play here, where I don't think it's feasible for them to not cover it or play low in tempo if they've got king jack third. So I hopped up with the ace and was rewarded when I dropped the singleton king. And I'll open up all the cards from here. And managed to make 6 hearts by playing queen hearts the ace. No one managed to bid 7 diamonds on this hand. There were about 7 tables in 6 hearts, and about half of them went down. And then there was a bunch of tables in 6 diamonds as well. But I thought this was a really interesting hand where you have the odds, which would suggest running the queen, but then understanding the psychology and the way people play, that they have a legitimate problem here if they had king jack third. So going up with the ace of diamonds and playing the queen of hearts, they can't play low in tempo, because it could definitely be wrong in a lot of different situations. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this hand of the week, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.